Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of the Podcast Club. So today, I think we're gonna do like a recap. We're gonna talk about everything we've done throughout the year, because it's been like a pretty good year so far for the club.
Yeah, we've done a lot. So let's get into our first episode, which is basically a summary of the Podcast Club.
Yeah, I remember in that episode we all kind of just introduced ourselves and we were like, yeah, please don't bully us, even though we deserved it. No.
Yeah, we embarrass ourselves weekly at this point.
It's so fun.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the episode?
It was super awkward. The tension was like just not, it was there, but we were just like uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Because like we all didn't really know each other that well. So I just think overall it's better now. Like we've all just are able to speak a little more about it, about the club at least. So yeah.
I just remember like a lot of nervous laughter because nobody knew what to say. I mean, I wasn't in the episode, but just seeing it.
Yeah, I remember us watching it. I was just laughing the whole time because I was like, I'm embarrassing myself so much right now. But I think it was a good episode for a first one.
Yeah, it was more like a just do it now, regret it later. But
Pretty much.
It's like ripping the Band-Aid off. You just had to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. But then that also moves to like episode 2, where we talked about student government. We got to interview Alexis and Leia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Very informative podcast that we had there.
I remember with that one, because it was the first one where we actually went to like interview people, I was super nervous.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure how it was gonna go, but they both did really well, and I think we did good too. I haven't like in-depth watched it, but I think we did good.
Yeah, they were like used to that, I guess, the getting interviewed and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think they were two people that were good to interview for our first time. It was very easy too. They had lots to talk about. It wasn't like
Awkward silence.
Yeah,
No,
like
not
pulling
at all.
teeth, trying to get stuff out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did most of the talking that episode, which leads us to our third episode, which I fortunately was not a part of, which was about our life during the pandemic.
I actually really liked that one.
That was my favorite one.
Same.
Yeah.
And I missed it.
Yep.
I'm so disappointed. What else do you guys think of it?
We were just really open about it, and I think like a lot of people could like relate to the whole situation of like COVID. So I just think it was an overall good experience for everyone to talk about.
And then there was the 4th episode, the GSA one. That was actually my favorite because we just called everything fruity. Like literally one by one, we were just like, that's fruity, that's fruity, that's fruity. It was so fun.
Oh, what was the fruit bowl?
Oh yeah, we were joking with the GSA that they might just add a giant bowl of fruits to the club because of the episode. So if they're watching that, please do it.
Yes. Our 5th episode was with First Priority, and I think that went pretty good. What did you guys think?
I remember with that one, I thought it was interesting that they cleared up a bunch of like misconceptions they had. And then there was like the tagline, come for the pizza, stay for the Jesus.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite part.
Yeah, I think it was also interesting how we interviewed the GSA and then First Priority right after.
To get like differing perspectives.
Yeah. Talking to different people, it's not just one bias. Yeah.
I didn't think about that. That's so like.
Shows how versatile we are. And our most recent episode, which comes out today, February 17th, and it was with Mr. Weiss, my personal favorite that I've been in.
I was sad I missed it, to be honest, because I had some other stuff to do.
I remember that one, he just talked about all the things that he had planned and like him as a teacher.
Yeah, and he was like a very good talker too, and I liked how he like talked about like his experience at G-Star and like how he felt about everything. It was very informative, and I've never had him as a teacher before, but it kind of like made me wish I did. So.
Yeah.
Just a good teacher.
So I guess what was like the reasons behind your favorite episode being your favorite episode?
Oh, me with the COVID one, I just liked being able to talk, to be honest. Everybody was kind of just, into it. We were all just telling us how it felt, whatever.
No, yeah, I was just ranting about my whole COVID experience and how it was kind of like affected me in like a bad way and in a great way also. So that's my favorite because we just got to rant about ourselves and like even people could like relate to it because I'm sure people went through what one of us went through, so.
And for me, my favorite was GSA because like I got to talk to a few of the people in the club, and a lot of them, like Mar was a really good friend of mine, especially like they still are, which is really cool. And they got to, talk to the audience about the club, which was definitely a new experience for them. And it was a fun experience for me too.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the GSA one, I was sick, but I did like the COVID and interviewing Mr. Weiss. I feel like those two specifically really turned out well. Yeah, just as far as podcasts go.
Yeah, no one has said it yet, but the first episode, I feel like we definitely like got a lot out there. I think a lot of us we just equally got to speak like how we felt, and I also liked Mr. Weiss's because I already said about like how good he told us about everything at G-Star, and it just like I wouldn't be his friend now.
Yeah. So future plans for next year, what that looks like.
Have we talked about that?
Well, we may have a special guest at some point, too.
Oh, yes, we have
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about that.
To
Is
be
that-
determined.
You guys don't get to know about that yet.
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
only we know.
No spoilers.
No.
But yeah, we do definitely have a lot of ideas in the that are on the drawing board so far. So we're gonna definitely use a few of those. So stay tuned.
Yes, and we're looking forward to the second half of this year, where we're just gonna keep putting out episodes every week. Has it been every week so far? Like every other week.
Every other week.
Every other week. So, stay tuned for all that, which is gonna be a lot of fun for us.
Which reminds me, there was a podcast club last year as well. Do you guys want to talk about that? Okay, so with last year's episode, that was when Maddie and I actually joined. We were in VP's class, and he was like, oh yeah, you should join the podcast club. And I'm like, okay, I want to get involved with things, and that's what brought me to it in the first place. Keep in mind, when I joined, I didn't know what a podcast was. I straight up had no idea.
Oh yeah, I never listened to a podcast before Podcast Club.
And because we were both still online, I wanted to do everything I could in there while still being at home. So I mostly did a lot of the writing and run the social media for the, Podcast Club?
Yeah, I also helped with the outlining, and we also set up our Instagram together. So
Which we're still posting on. So
yes.
follow us.
So check us out. Can anyone?
I'll pull it up.
Yeah. So yeah, go follow our Instagram. We have 2 posts on there, and we're almost to 100 followers. So go follow us once Howard finds our.
All right.
username.
So to find us, it's at gstar_podcast.
So follow that. How many followers do we have?
So far, 93.
Nice. I put all our episodes on our story, and then I save it to our highlights. So that's where you can find all our episodes. I don't know if we have anything on any other social media platforms. I think Facebook.
We are
Yeah.
planning on getting them out on Spotify soon.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's the whole process. But it's coming.
It'll be there.
It'll be there.
This year so far, it's been new, cause I was freshman year, we were here obviously, so we got that experience, and then we went to online school. Some of us came back, and this is our first year back together since the beginning of COVID, and I think we just all connected a lot more. Especially in my classes, I'm in IB, so all of us kind of stay together, and I think it's been really nice. Definitely testing is stressful and stuff, but I think that is just our community that really helps and almost overrides the stress. It's a balance.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of change, not just between going back to school in person, but just with relationships with people and getting used to the way school used to work and things outside of school too. It's definitely something you have to learn how to go through. Yeah.
I would say that I definitely describe the semester as a surprise. I didn't really expect anything to happen, but every single thing that we got to do was just something I would have never imagined in my wildest dreams.
Okay, yeah. So I had to adapt during this whole entire like school year, since this is like a new school for me overall. So I had to like make new friends, and since I'm like an introvert, I had to like get out of my comfort zone. So I guess like all I can say is that I've had to adapt to like a whole new environment, especially since of COVID. So
I guess just getting used to it. I was all online last year for like my first year of school, and so actually coming back, it was nice. And yeah, you just have to get used to actually being in the normal high school experience, whatever. But yeah.
Wow, that was a lot. Deep.
Yeah, I guess stay tuned for more episodes and find out what's in store for next week.